Thomas Pipolo and Ryan Aquino.
Welcome to this episode of the Locker Room Talk, where we talk Boogie Cousins' injury, Hard Knocks Episode 2, last night's preseason games, results for the last week's fantasy draft, and this fantasy draft of the day being the top superpowers. What's up, everybody? How's it going?
Pip is still in California, still chilling. How much longer are you there, Pip?
Please stay for a long time. We don't miss you at all.
Yeah, don't come back.
Don't come back. Till the 24th?
Till the 24th. The sunshine is beating down on my beautiful face.
It's about 8 or 9 days of freedom left for us, Angelo.
Was at Laguna Beach yesterday. Shout out Laguna Beach. Man, was that beautiful.
So we have a couple shout-outs. So
I think it's just one, right?
I got one, too.
Oh, okay. So I'm shouting out Kyle Unger.
Wait, tell them why. Tell them why.
Worked with him at MLB Network, and the reason we're shouting him out is because we said if you screenshot a picture of your subscription to us on the podcast app, we will shout you out. Kyle's actually got something of his own going pretty well. He's got his own blog going called Painting the Black. Check it out. It's a really good baseball blog, and they talk, recent updates, all news going about baseball in the MLB. So shout out Kyle Unger. And
shout out Owen Nishelski.
Oh,
he
nice.
texted me last night, so we do have proof. But appreciate it, Owen.
Most of our boys at this point have already gotten shout outs, so they don't feel the need to screenshot shit. But, I mean, whatever. It's all good.
Why wouldn't you want to shout out on the best podcast of all time? That's
a good point. And not to mention, these are going to run out quick because our followers are our subscriptions are going through the roof right now. So if we may have to stop doing this sometime soon because we're going to just spend 45 minutes shouting out people.
Go ahead, Angelo.
All right. So anyways, biggest story in sports the last 24 hours, Boogie Cousins, just another severe injury, tearing his ACL. This is his third major injury in 17 months.
He's a glass china doll.
The poor bastard. That's those are three unlucky injuries. That's not a China doll thing.
It kind of is. It is, but it isn't. I understand they're freak accidents, but
a torn Achilles is a complete freak accident. A torn quad is a freak accident, and a torn ACL is a freak accident.
Okay, I mean you can call it what you want. It's just if the guy can't get on the court, that's
I mean, he's lost out on $200 million at least.
I really can't think of a player who's lost out on more money in the NBA than Boogie.
I mean, he was on a Hall of Fame path. He was going to be in the Hall of Fame. So it's just unfortunate that he lost out on so much money. It's unfortunate that seeing a man working so hard to come back and just continuously getting injured. And then last year when he came back, he looked good in short spurts, but he was not the same.
He shouldn't have come back last year. He tried.
I think he looked awful. I think he
had some good. Very good games.
There were some games where he looked like the old Boogie, and it was like, okay, he's back. There was one game in the finals where he had 20-something points and over 10 rebounds. But other than that, he looked god awful. And then we were excited to see him in his first full season in a couple of years. And then something like this happens where he's probably out for the whole year. And you doubt he's ever going to be the same again. But one thing that leads into is I'm very curious to see what LeBron does if he makes another move. Maybe they get someone like Melo in there. No way. I sure as shit want it. I mean, I just want to see him play again. He's definitely worthy of being in the NBA. He's just got to figure it out that he's not a top 10 scorer anymore.
Well, like Chauncey Billups said a month ago, he's too concerned about getting 30 a game.
That was so bad for him. That was so bad for Melo.
It's true though.
I mean, I wasn't in the locker room. I'm assuming it is true. But when someone's trying to get a job and you're saying he was way too concerned with how many points he got, and it didn't matter if they won or lost. He'd be picking up people if they lost and he got 30, and then he'd be pissed if he got 22 and they won.
He's the biggest ball hog in NBA history.
I mean,
I think Stephon Marbury has to take the crown.
Kobe was a pretty big fucking ball hog.
His usage for assist rate is the worst in NBA history.
I mean, before Melo's last year in the Knicks, it was fine because he was an elite scorer. But he was working out with some Nets players, so Melo and the Nets might be a thing. I mean, talk about
it'd be awesome. I don't care about the Knicks until they're good, and all I care about is RJ Barrett shows that he's good. Kevin
all
Knox
in on RJ Barrett.
I mean, he gets better this year, and he's shown that he can be something. Mitchell Robinson the same way, but I don't expect them to be anything this year. So, like it's been for the last 20 years, I'm kind of just rooting for whoever I like mid-season to win the whole thing. Luckily, last year that was the Raptors, but I don't give a shit about the NBA until the Knicks are good.
Yeah, I mean, can you talk about two more volatile NBA players on the roster, Kyrie and then Melo? Those are two personalities. So
yes, they are.
I would love to see that because I'm all in on the fuck the Nets train.
But I think that actually might be good for Kyrie if Melo were to go to the Nets, though, because Kyrie has shown time and time again that he cannot be the most famous person in a locker room, like taking up all the media and stuff like that.
Talking about Kyrie.
You would think for a guy who made a movie that he's fine with the media, but he really isn't. He's like a mental midget when it comes to the media. So he just needs some distraction there like Melo.
Talking about Kyrie, I was sitting on the beach last night watching the sunset, and I think the guy's crazy, but he does have like a pretty decent point.
Don't talk about the earth being flat. Just don't.
It looks flat. My dad goes, Thomas, doesn't the earth look flat? Like, why isn't the earth flat?
You guys sure you weren't smoking a little, maybe doing a little peyote or something like that?
No.
Yo, it's flat, man. It's flat. Nah, like it's flat.
And also, talking about personalities, I'm on the way home from Laguna Beach yesterday. I'm sitting in the front seat, and I look up at a billboard in L.A., huge billboard, and I see Odell Beckham Jr. And not only do I see Odell Beckham Jr., I see him in his fucking underwear, his boxers, his boxer briefs. Not only do I see him in his fucking boxer briefs, I see him holding his joint. Freaking, not only holding his joint, he's freaking. He has
Sometimes
his phone.
you talk like a
he's taking a
68-year-old man. You really do.
He's taking a mirror selfie with his phone in his hand. I mean, Madonna mia bupparina. I've never seen anything like it in my life. This guy needs to fucking hit the road. There's no shot, and heck, I touch him in my fantasy draft just because of that picture. Odell is
every
off
episode. Could you stop with the hex? I'm sorry I said it again for the children listening to this episode, but that type of profanity will not be allowed on this show. It will not be tolerated.
I mean, have you guys seen this picture?
Yeah, you sent it to us this morning before we started recording. I mean, if someone paid you to model in your underwear, would you not?
I would. No, okay. Well.
I mean, you got to think of yourself a certain way to say yes to that. And let's just say that Odell Beckham definitely thinks of himself as a guy being, eligible to be top, like shirtless and like.
I mean, he's ripped.
Okay, like so is every dude in the NFL. You don't see them on Billboard
because they're not nearly as recognizable as Odell.
It's not like I just think it's soft. I mean, like I agree. Like I know that he probably made a shit ton of money off of this, and I get it. And if I were him, I might do the same thing. But like, I just don't think of myself in a way where I'd be ever okay, like just doing like a fucking underwear model gig.
Okay, and that's fine. But my opinion on Pip's opinion on this is that if this was Saquon Barkley, Pip would be like, "Yeah, get your money. I love that. Get your money."
That's very true.
Can you let me speak? Can you let me speak?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, sure,
I have no problem with him modeling underwear. I mean, I don't really personally want to see it. I don't swing that way, but whatever happens, happens. I'm just saying the picture where he's holding his phone and holding his freaking pepperine is just not okay with me. It's just not okay. It's just
so don't look at it. So don't look at it.
Why does he have to take a picture holding his phone?
He's going to Google pictures of it late at night and be like, this fucking guy. God damn it.
Pip this morning Googles Odell underwear picture. It's like, this fucking asshole. How dare he? You've had to look at
start a union of people against topless pics and holding their junk. I mean, where have we come to nowadays?
One of the most iconic modeling pictures of all time is like Mark Wahlberg grabbing his junk. So,
I mean, that's different though. He wasn't playing in the NFL.
He was an actor. They make so much money.
But like he was like an actual model at that time though.
He was a rapper too.
He was a rapper model. Like he was paid to be like the hot boy. You know what I'm saying? Like Odell gets paid to like catch footballs. So
and to be the hot boy now, I guess.
Okay, but like I just kind of want to see him knocked on his ass for getting like in a photo shoot like this. I'm sorry.
He's good at he's good at the one hand grabs, if you know what I mean.
That is actually good, Thomas. I like that one. That's funny.
I'm shaking my head. I know you can't tell through a podcast, but my head is.
For all the misses that Thomas has.
Whoa, wait. He is Pip's Stunad of the day. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. We got Pip's Stunad of the day.
Out of the way.
Most Pip's Stunads of the day, like I'm going to have to decently agree with this one. It's just like, I just looked at it and I was like, this fucking guy. Like, I'm just done with him, you know?
At the end of the day, my opinion is if you want to go get some money. And
yeah, no, I'm just like, he got money for this. Like, I'm sure he wasn't doing it for free, but like when we had that fantasy draft of dudes you would and wouldn't chill with, I'm pretty sure one of us had Odell in there. I think it might have been me, and it was very, warranted for stuff like this. Like, in no way, shape, or form do I want to, grab a beer or at least hang out with a guy that's just doing junk grabbing picks for left and right. I don't know what it's like, I don't have anything to bond over,
All right. I mean, that's fair.
You don't take pictures in your underwear holding your fucking pepperine?
I mean, I do every morning, but that's not here nor
That's
there.
how I wake up, but It's not on billboards, that's for sure. And no one wants it to be on a billboard. Let's just put it this way. We're on podcasts for a reason. You can't see our faces. We have faces for radio, okay?
That is very true. So This week we had the second episode of Hard Knocks, which opened up with another pump-up speech from Jon Gruden. And
I want better fucking execution. It was so good. Oh, my God. I could have ran through a fucking wall at that point.
Yeah, he is. Jon Gruden is the definition of electric.
He's the best.
He is electric.
Like I said, this is the only season I want Hard Knocks to say, fuck it. We're going to just follow them all 17 weeks of the regular season.
Yeah, I mean,
because
it's
unbelievable.
You have Toxic AB, Jon Gruden, Derek
Carr's awkwardness. He's just fucking weird.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
He's cheesy as shit, too.
He's the worst.
He's not the worst. He's definitely not the worst.
Camp,
he's just cheesy as shit.
When I go to training camp in Napa Valley next week, what do you want?
Brag.
You want me to talk to Derek Carr? I'll interview Derek Carr
flex.
for a locker room.
Yeah, so
low-key flex.
I don't think you're going to be able to interview him because you'll probably just be able to ask for an autograph and then he's going to keep moving.
Jesus.
It's leave me alone.
That's the quickest way to get a restraining order from him, but I mean, you're not going to get a couple questions in there.
I mean, we're part of the press now.
All right,
we're probably not recognized by the press, so
we're not there yet. Just Christ, everyone listening, we appreciate it, but we're not.
Yeah.
We're not at the point where we can interview Derek Carr for fuck's sake.
And I'm pretty happy that they had Jonathan Abrams. Is his name right?
Yeah, Abrams.
They had him tone it down. I think he
still pissed me off.
He watched the episode. The first episode was like, wow,
I was such a douche.
I was being a pain in the ass, just being literally an asshole, and so he toned it down, which is great because I don't need that.
But he still pissed me off. So Abrams still pissed me off, and at the end of each play, he was going in and trying to pound the ball out of Derek Carr's hand, and it was the play was over, the whistle was already blown, and it's dude, you are actually at this point not even making football plays. You are really just trying to get attention, and it was just very annoying.
Yeah. I just don't understand.
What's good 2-4? You're a fucking loser.
It's last year. I hate Todd Haley as a Steelers fan. I think he's awful at his job. But last year on Hard Knocks, good teams don't hit the quarterback. Just don't hit the quarterback. He's
just
a red
don't
jersey
hit the quarterback. Yeah,
just not hard. It's not hard. Let him make the completion. You got by the guy. It's congrats. Just let him make the completion. But the one guy I wish they showed more on Hard Knocks.
Josh Jacobs, baby.
I do wish they showed Josh Jacobs.
He's got to be in episode 3 coming up.
He tweeted. I think it was yesterday, 2 days ago. He's the reasons you guys don't see me in Hard Knocks is I'm hiding from them.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a power move. We gotta ask him about that maybe one day. Because there are people Jared Goff recently said he has PTSD from Hard Knocks back.
Yeah, because it's following around every day.
That's. I mean, we talk shit about Derek Carr being super awkward, but it is a very awkward situation where you have to pick and choose something to say around your family and around your teammates that is being seen by everyone. I mean, I don't think I'd be as corny as playing with my kids and having them hit me one in.
What's wrong with him playing with his kids?
Let me finish. He's playing with his kids and they're hitting him individually, and he's nope, you're not going to knock me down individually, but maybe you come together as